This Jive and Slabs, we back again on the video once again. I was just showing y'all these swangers, right? We got a G10 over there. We got a regular 4 over here. And what I'm showing you is these wheels all start having problems. That right there is the Allen wrench bolts on the wheels. See, if you listen, see, hear that? That's gonna start clacking. It be tighten, clacking. But if you hear that one gonna start clacking. See, the thing of it is on these wheels, they're made raggedy. They're heavy wheels, but you can't tighten them. Insides have welds on them, but they have nowhere to actually take the wheel apart. So when they messed up, you're gonna have to get them welded. That one doesn't have to be welded yet, but it will have, the wheel need to be welded. As you can see, I just don't have any kind of wheels. I got all kind of wheels, and as you see, it's Allen wrench bolts again here. If you take this 4, hear that? Versus that one, hard, that's gonna be clacking. That's how you can tell if your wheel gonna be clacking or not. That spoke right there gonna be clacking. So if you go over here to the G10, which that's a 20-inch G10, they say it's made way better and all kind of stuff, and it's a better made wheel. But check this out. Look at that. See that spoke in and out? Look at that spoke in and out. Now we talking about we riding our families on this kind of stuff in a car. Now say you have to tighten up the spokes, not spokes, the lug nuts every 500 miles if you read in fine print. Only supposed to be on front wheel drive cars. Which this was on a Boss Hog Eldorado. Not this Boss Hog. See, I have a Boss Hog in here. It's a convertible. You can see on there. It's one of my other convertibles. I have another one with these rims on. It's a Boss Hog. If you look at the spokes, look how I can twist that spoke all the way around from just riding. Spoke loose, spoke loose. Look at that spoke. See how that comes out of there? You can see inside. If you look inside of here, you can see that's coming inside of there. These spokes always rust. Look how that one just turns. You could take that and turn it like you're on a freaking seesaw or something, man. You know what I'm saying? So then you go and that one there's loose. 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 Well, that one's rusted. That was not loose. And look at this one. Look down in there. See that? I can move that whole thing with my hand. Now these are wheels y'all buying out here for $5,000 and $6,000 when they come out. And then they come out with new ones and make it go, the price go way down. Okay, you see that? That right there is terrible how the way it is. It's not even connected to anything. That one there, that spoke fell all the way out. That one there is loose. You riding your cars with these wheels on them with Vogue tires. We ain't talking about rubber bands, we talking about Vogue. Now I have a lot of different cars with small tires and they'll bend rims. We talking about Vogue or luxury tires supposed to last 70,000 miles. You see that spoke? Ain't supposed to do that. Now if you go and hit all of these, that one's a little, you hear a little bit. None. But this is Jive Slabs showing you that these wheels are made like trash. Garbage can wheel. Turn it over, which this wheel is extremely heavy. You can see it's a 20-inch 10. Okay, you go behind it and look at the spokes. Okay, you see the spoke? Look at that spoke, man. That spoke then came out the socket. That spoke came out the socket. You know, I mean, it's crazy and there's no way to even put them back in. That spoke is loose. I mean, that spoke came all the way out. That spoke is loose. So I'm just giving you some knowledge about, oh, I ride 10s, I ride 15s. I got 5 swangers on the Grand Prix. Come on, man. Joking out here, bro. You out here putting trash rims on trash cars. Ain't worth nothing. As my drop sits over there, it's got $31,000 worth of insurance on it with State Farm. It's State Farm insurance, $60 a month, but it's valued at $31,000. See, when you're doing this slab stuff, you got to be smart about it. You got to put stuff on cars that's worth money. These wheels ain't worth no money, but under State Farm, these wheels are worth $6,000. That's how I got another wheel, because I ain't got to pay for it. State Farm gonna cover me, but at the end of the day, look, it came out the socket, man. These wheels that y'all putting on here came all the way out the socket. Then you go to this other 4. No, yeah, that's a 4. Look at the welds on it. You got a weld. See, you hear nothing because it's welded. Because all swangers have problems. And people can sit there and down the video and say, I'm lying and I'm not and all this kind of stuff. As you can see, I got wheels. The wheels ain't even it's not a big deal to me. But the problem of it is when you spend this type of money on these wheels, this is the problems you have. And see, we'll bring it over here to a 3-piece wheel, which is right there. That's a 363-piece wheel. Now, when you turn this wheel over, you actually see the buttons. That's a 22-inch rim. See? $6,000 rims right there. But that rim can actually unbolt from the bolts on the back if it messes up. So that ain't no swanger that actually don't unbolt. That you got this guy out here selling and coming out with new ones every other week and charging you extremely high prices for some wheels. Which, as you can see, like I said, KMC's down there. Torque thrust style, 5-on-5, SS Impalas, short bed trucks, all types of cars. But like I'm telling you, on that wheel, look, that sucker right there, it don't even want to come off. That sucker like stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's stuck on there. You know, it's like I say, it don't make no sense how these wheels are made. And they all rust. Like I say, everybody knows if you got swangers, they gonna rust, period. So I'm showing you on here that you gonna have problems from these wheels and the welds on the wheels, regardless of what type of swanger you have. And they say don't swang, but they got 1-800-SWANG on the website. They have swangers on rear-wheel drive cars. Don't put adapters on them, which I didn't put adapters on there because a Boss Hog, if anybody knows, is a front-wheel drive old school car made from 1974 to 1976, I believe. That's a convertible. Need a little work, but that's it. It crank up, it run, it drive. That is a 10-inch swanger that has nothing but problems. So right now they're coming out with the G18s, the G17s, the G20s. Guarantee you in a couple of months, you're gonna have the same problem as this wheel having with loose spokes, rust, hitting, driving like crazy. And then you go out here and you buy a whole nother rim and spend for one rim $900 to $1,000 on one rim. So if I was you, I'd get smart and stop buying these dangerous wheels, man, because they're dang. Look at that, man. Look at that. Dangerous wheel. I ain't had no hydraulics or bags or nothing on my car. Only thing I had was on a regular Boss Hog. That's it. And had these type of problems. And they tighten it up with Allen wrench bolts that strip out after you tighten them a little bit. Jab, slabs, we in the mix. And one more thing. People say you could tighten the spokes, which you can't because they're made into this slot that when you turn the wheel over, that's all smooth. So it's nowhere to tighten it up. Jab, slabs, we in the mix, showing y'all what's going down with these wheels, these Texan wide wheels. Everybody out here saying I'm riding swangers and I'm holding. Good luck, man. Try not to get no wrecks. Hope your wheel don't fall off. Now, this ain't the only time I seen it. I done seen this whole part come off of this part right here. So, get with me, man. Jab, slabs, we in the mix, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to ask a question, look me up on the internet. Look me up on YouTube. Find me. And then we'll go from there. I ain't trying to put no business out there, but these wheels are dangerous. Get with me. Jab, slabs, G10 in the mix.